Hello, hello. I am in my car. Vroom, vroom. I just wanted to change the scenery. I can't leave the house. This is my steering wheel, by the way. I can't leave the house. Technically I'm not, because my house is right there and I'm not going anywhere. So I'm here to talk to you guys about vegan. Yes, being vegan. I've been vegan 107 days. Cheese. I mean, everybody thinks it's such like a great phenomenon, like it's so interesting, and it's really not. All I do is eat chickpeas and Brussels sprouts all day and I be really gassy. But I'm here to answer all your questions about being vegan. So first and foremost, I just Google, honestly, questions to ask vegans, and I'm gonna just answer these questions on here, honestly and truly, and go from there. So a little background detail. Yes, I really have been vegan 107 days. I tried to get this on a 100th episode or 100 days vegan, but I ain't got no excuse because I've been in the house. I just was lazy. All right, that's it. It is what it is. So I've been vegan 107 days.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
I noticed that I get up a lot easier in the morning. I was one of those people who I considered myself not a morning person, and it wasn't really that I wasn't a morning person. It was just that my body was so lethargic and I just always felt so sluggish, and it was hard for me to get out of the bed in the morning. And I don't even want to say, like, not even 30 days in being vegan, in the morning it was just like butterflies and rainbows and sun drops and everything pleasant about the world when I woke up. Like, it was just so easy for me to get up. And this is not, and I just wanted to put this out there, I'm not gassing y'all. Being vegan is not for everybody. Let me say it again. Being vegan is not for everybody. It's not gonna work for everybody. I'm sorry. Some people have no interest in it. Don't force it. But with that being said, I do definitely have some noticeable differences in my body. I read somewhere that it takes like an upward of like 2 to 3 months for the meat to fully get out of your body, so you may not even notice the effects until about 30 days. So yeah, so for one, yeah, more energy. I thought I could this is gonna sound crazy, just hear me out. My thinking was so much clearer. I get jumbled a lot in my thoughts because I move like, I'm so fast. Like, my mind just moves so fast, and I'm thinking about the next thing before I even do the first thing. But I noticed a sense of clarity, and to the point where I almost thought I could read people's minds. And I know, don't I really did. I felt like I was really connecting with people, and I was really like vibing initially with people, and I feel really more grounded and clear, and I remember to do things. And overall, I just feel like Einstein, like, sis is glowing and radiating. And speaking of glowing and radiating, as soon as I tell somebody that I'm vegan, they look at my skin and I'm just like, oh gosh, I don't have good skin. Like, it may look like it because I beat the hell out of this face, but no, this is Clinique, this is Mac. This is not courtesy of Alexis's skin. My family has great skin, but I got booty and titties and a banging body, and I mean, if that's the consequences I have to take and not get good skin, I mean, I'll take it. But I don't have good skin. So I drink a lot of water. I mind my business. I am a professional at minding my business. I do all the things you're supposed to do to get good skin. Like, I wash and I tried everything, and it's just not in the cards for me. Maybe you guys drop your skin routines down low. I'll try it. Shit. Oh shoot, I do not want to curse. Shoot, I'll try it. But yeah, so let me get into these questions. Why did you become vegan? Here we are. Somebody who came to visit me, and they're vegan, and I was just like, well shoot, I don't want to make you eat meat, and I wasn't really into the culture. Mind you, I didn't even consider going vegan. It wasn't something that I was just like, oh yeah, one day I'll be vegan and I'll work up to it, but never in a million years would I thought I'd be vegan. Yeah, so they came to visit me, and I'm like, instead of us finding somewhere where like both of us could eat and go through the struggle, let's just go to vegan restaurants. So they came, and I was just going to vegan restaurants with them, and I'm like, this ain't too bad. And then I just never looked back. Like, cold turkey, I promise you, the morning before that they came, I had like steak and cheese, like meat, like meat, not like the plate meat, turkeys and the chickens. I had like steak, and I don't even like steak. I was just being fat. But yeah, so cold turkey. I just went cold turkey, and that's the reason why I became vegan. And now it's just a lifestyle, you know. It's not a health, it's a lifestyle now. Next question. What is the difference between a vegan I just got called out. I should have read this before I started playing. What is the difference between a vegan, vegetarian, and a plant-based diet? Let me clarify. It's not a lifestyle. I was joking. You can't tell. I forgot. The free world out there doesn't really know me, but I was joking. So vegan, this is my understanding of what it is. Vegan is everything vegan. It's really a lifestyle. Your makeup, just everything that you do in the daily, your clothes, nothing that would harm an animal. Like in the creation, not just food, every single thing. So just think about your morning routine, your daily routine. So what do you do first thing in the morning? You know, brush your teeth. Is your toothbrush? Is your toothpaste vegan? You know, are your clothes vegan? I know some people who are like, I don't think it's like levels to it. I'm not like a gold star or level 5 vegan or nothing. I don't know. I'll do my research. Maybe it is. Maybe this is a club. I don't know. But in whichever case, this is my understanding. So that's what I think like being completely vegan is. I'm not that. I have leather coats and I will not give up my leather coats. I love my leather coats. Insert picture here. So I'm not vegan. I'm technically plant-based diet. Okay? Vegetarian, they eat cheeses. Those are the fun vegans. Those are the people who are like, vegetarians are the more liberal versions. That's the politically correct way of saying it. The more liberal versions of vegan. They eat the cheeses and the dairy and everything like that. We're vegans, straight plants, like, and it's not just eating grass. And I'll get into that because everybody sends me all these memes and these jokes, and that's everybody's favorite pastime. Vegan, and I eat a lot. I'm thick. Sis is thick. So yeah, and lastly, a plant-based diet, that's me. It's just my diet is consisting solely of plants. So I eat a lot of chickpeas, I eat a lot of Brussels sprouts, I eat a lot of rice. Not a lot, because you gotta manage that. I try to stay away from all that genetically modified, scientific, they call them experiment meat, the Beyond Meats and stuff like that, because it's every diet you have, I feel like there's some room where it's just like, no, that's still bad for you. And that doesn't stop with vegans or plant-based diets. So I'm plant-based, so that's just my diet. My diet is solely plant-based. I'm not a full vegan. I know you report the video, whatever, I lied to you all, but if I said I have a plant-based diet, that's 30,000 other things I would have to say and explain to you. So yeah. Where do you get your protein? I get my protein from beans. I eat a lot of chickpeas, a lot of beans. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still working on getting my protein because there was a point where I had to up all of I had to go to a nutritionist. I went to the hospital, and it wasn't like emergency room hospital, but I had to go see a nutritionist because I started like, I would wake up and my fists would be clenched in the morning and it would be like really hard to open, and then throughout the day my hands would literally hurt because I would clench my fist so tight at night, and it was because I wasn't getting enough calcium. I wasn't getting enough magnesium. Yeah, I would clench my fist, and my mom at one point thought that I was having seizures in my sleep. Just all this crazy stuff was happening because I wasn't getting enough magnesium, iron, calcium. So now I have like a whole ritual of pills that I have to take to supplement because I'm not eating right. I still have taste buds. I still enjoy food, and if it's nasty, I'm not going to eat it. So y'all be eating y'all little like, it's some things that are nasty, and I'm not eating it. Like, I don't care what plant-based vegan is nasty. I want my food to taste good. So yeah, that's some of the side effects. So that's mainly where I get my protein. So garbanzo beans, chickpeas, beans. That's pretty much it, and that's why I be struggling the way I do, because I don't get enough protein. My abs came in a lot quicker though, minus the quarantine 15 before that. They were coming in quicker. What do you eat? I've been talking about this. I don't think I gotta talk about this a lot. Pinterest is my best friend. That's all I want to say about what do I eat. Pinterest, if you can make it with meat, you can make it without. And there's substitutes everywhere. There's vegan butter, there's vegan mayonnaise, there's vegan sauces, there's vegan everything nowadays, and it's becoming such like almost a norm, quote unquote, where like you go to most restaurants and be like, you have something vegan, and it's just like, yeah, I do, you know. So it may be one thing, but it's something. So I had some really good nachos, and here I go. Let me focus. So yeah, open your horizons. I think it's just a shift in like your regime, where it's just like you reach for something and look to the right or look to the left. It may say vegan, and just small steps like that. If you're trying to get to being vegan, if you're trying to get to being vegetarian, I would just start by taking small steps like that, where it's just like, let me order this without meat and see how that go. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Let me do. I know some people who have meatless Mondays, or just things like that. Next question. Do you ever miss meat? No. I do. I will tell you that I miss salmon. I miss, and I don't even like seafood, but I miss me some salmon. Like, that's it. I just miss salmon. I be seeing some chicken wings online, because y'all be real disrespectful on Facebook, reposting all these foods and I'm such a foodie where I follow all these food pages before, so it be going down my timeline, and I'll be like, and I gotta like unfollow them and have like this dramatic breakup in my mind, because I don't live that lifestyle anymore. But if it came down to it, I couldn't like order no meat. Like, in my mind, I have conditioned myself enough to where it's like meat almost seems like, and when meat, I'm talking about chicken, turkey, pork, things like that, where I get like sick and I'm like, ugh, I'm not eating that no more. So I don't think that I'll ever eat meat again. But some salmon, try me. Yeah, so that's the thing about meat. If you're going to eat fake meat, why don't you just eat the real thing? Cause no, like, that's a dumb question. Like, no, if you're gonna eat fake meat, because meat, okay, and you could go so deep into this, you'll find videos where people are like, you could taste the fear of the cow, and you know, there's this, I didn't watch those videos. There's videos on Netflix and things about like the process of meat, and they said it'll make you never want to eat meat again, but since I'm already there's no point in really me watching it, right? So I mean, I wish I had something clever to say back to this, but it's not the same. It's not at all. And even when I eat the fake meat, I still don't feel as heavy and as sluggish and as gross as I felt before when I ate the real thing. So I mean, mind your business. I don't have a respectable answer to that. I don't, and I'm trying to be respectful. Do you only date other vegans? Yes. If you've tasted swine, you'll never taste mine. It's like whatever that means. But no, I don't just date vegans. That's freaking weird. No, I mean, no, the person I'm dating now happens to be vegan, yes, but I don't just date vegans. In the future, no, I think people are like that though. That's why this question is a thing. It wouldn't be a thing if people weren't really like that, right? Okay, so let me segue this. I've committed to this vegan lifestyle on my own because I feel better. I've committed to this because I've noticed a change in myself, whether it's like the placebo effect or whatever. I see that like now that I'm vegan, I'm incorporating so much more healthier things that I never thought when it came to meat. I think it was like the straw that broke the camel's back, and that doesn't really make sense when I think about it. But it's the one thing where it was just like, if I change my eating, what else can I change? You know? And then I started working out, and it was like, oh crap, what else can I change? Then I started looking into vitamins and health and everything like that, and I'm like, oh crap, you know, I could really be healthy out here, you know? And then my skin will be the last thing to go, and then after that, it's just like, it's a domino effect. That's better. It was a domino effect. So yeah. Next question. Why aren't you skinny? This is real, y'all. It's not, let me show y'all. This is a real question. Can you see? Why aren't you skinny? This is people really disrespectful on here. I mean, skinny doesn't always, I'm about to preach to y'all. Skinny doesn't always mean healthy. Skinny, and people, I think that's where the disconnect comes. People think skinny equals healthy and vegan equals healthy, so therefore you should be skinny if you're vegan. That's a lie. It's a lie, sis. It's a lie. Don't believe it. It's a complete lie. I can be healthy to an extent. I can be healthy and be thick. I can be healthy and be solid. I do a lot of squats. I do a lot of heavy weightlifting in the gym. I do a lot of things where I'm gonna be thick. And even before, I think I'm just naturally thick. And I think this is like the third time I've talked about being thick, and I don't want to be like like that person who's always talking about how thick she is. But the question, I didn't ask the question asked me. And yeah, I don't really have a reason to why I'm not skinny. There are skinny vegans out there. I'm just not one of them. I mean, I could ask the same question of this person if they weren't skinny. I don't know. And a lot of people ask me, did I lose weight since I became a vegan? I did, over time, once I got a hang of it. But it's just like, you could be unhealthy and be a vegan. You could eat all that processed stuff like I talked about before, or you could just eat a lot of... Portion is important no matter what you eat. So if you eat a lot of the right thing, it slowly becomes wrong. Yeah, I think that's why people ask, why are you skinny? Why aren't you skinny? Excuse me. But yeah, they don't go hand in hand. Just like being obese and unhealthy don't go hand in hand. There are some solid people out there who are healthy, and I'm not a doctor yet, but I mean, I know that's a thing. So yeah. Is your kid vegan? I don't have any children yet, but and this is a conversation that I've had before. I would want my kid to be vegan, and just for the health benefits. I would want my kid to be vegan in the sense of their choice after a while. Like, yeah, that's what you were raised on, but I want them to come to a point where they taste meat and they're just like, what is this garbage, you know?
How is it?
Good.
It looks like you're enjoying yourself. Oh, yeah, that looks like you're enjoying. Okay, you okay?
My mom didn't really feed us real bacon until until we got to college. And then my best friend, she fed me real bacon. And my mind was blown. You hear me? When I was left up to my own devices in the food, I gained 20 pounds. 20 pounds. And I was a little thick something. So, I mean, I don't know. I would raise them into the point where they were old enough to make their own choices and their own decisions, and they're just like, look, Mom, I want some meat. It's smelling good. It's looking good. I heard about this burger thing. I'm into it, Mom. Let's stop over here, and then they'll try meat, and if they want meat, then they'll eat meat. But I think it's the overall mindset that I would instill to my child. Like, hey, healthy, unhealthy, whether it's meat or it's not. And I don't want to sound like all meat is unhealthy, but you know, I think it would just be more so the concept. All right, next question. I really wanted to enter this video with like me pouring like broccoli over myself, like, oh, so much broccoli, or like avocados or something, but I thought that'd be weird. And that's another thing I wanted to say. The first thing people say when they find out that I'm vegan, like, people offer me food, and I'm not one of those vegans that'll say, I'm vegan, hey, happy Friday, I'm vegan. Like, I'm not gonna throw it in like, hey, those are nice socks. Did I mention I was vegan? I'm not gonna just throw it in on any sentence. Who aren't vegan or vegetarian will say, I can't do that. I could never do that. Oh no, it's not for me. And they'll explain why, because they love cheese so much, because they love bacon so much. What did chicken ever do to you? Chicken's so wonderful. Why wouldn't you, like, you know, things like that. And my stomach always sinks to like the pit of my behind, because it's just like, I really despise when people say what they can't do or what they're not willing to do. I would prefer if you said, I prefer not to do that, or that's just not for me, rather than I could never or I can't. Because how do you know what you can't do unless you try? It's just like, sis, if they stopped making pigs today, if pigs was just obsolete and every pig dropped dead in 2 months from, oh God bless the pigs, I don't want that to happen. I'm sorry, pigs. But if that were to happen in 2 months from now, they're like, ain't no more bacon, ain't no more pork chops, ain't no more that, you just not gonna eat no bacon. I'm sure you're not gonna be out here trying to create your own pig and stuff. And if you are, you have a problem. And we need to talk about some other things, because you have a problem. So it's just like, you can do it. You just don't want to. You don't prefer to. So that's a pet peeve of mine. And I don't even remember the question at this point. So we're going to go to the next one. You're vegan because, and this isn't directed to me, because God forbid somebody ever talk to me like that. You're vegan because you care about animals, but you have no compassion for humans. Seems legit. This doesn't apply to me, so I'm going to go to the next one. I have so much compassion and even if you're not vegan, even if you don't have the same views as mine, I can respect you. I can respect that we have different reviews. I can respect that you may not like me. I can respect a lot of things. As long as you don't disrespect me, we can coexist. And that's that on that. Why do vegans like to tell people that they're vegan? I heard that this is a thing. Like, this is a real big thing where a lot of vegans like telling other people. And I think people just like being different. I think people just like being special. And I think people just like standing out and just having something about them where it's just intriguing. And it's not me. Yeah, we all want to be special. Yeah, who doesn't want to be like special to someone, to something, to stand, you know? But I'm not gonna walk around. I think people annoy me. That's one of the most annoying things about being vegan, is because people will push your buttons and then you'll say you're vegan and then they'll be like, oh, why are you always talking about being vegan? Like, ma'am, you just outfit me 9 pounds of meat 12 different ways. Like, I can't remind you that I'm vegan. Like, ma'am, you just like, and it's people that like will test you, and I was literally in a grocery store one day. One of my classmates were like, oh, what you buying? Like, literally looking through my stuff. Like, what you got? Oh, I thought I caught you not being vegan. Like, and if you did, that's my choice. Like, it's not for everybody else. I'm not vegan. And I think that may be a problem, that people are vegan for everybody else to prove how vegan and how low their carbon footprint is, or for whatever reason, that they get lost in actually being vegan. Like, I just want to be healthy. I don't got to prove to you that, you know, I'm contributing to this world or this society and I'm just that much better, because no, that's not me. Oh, I forgot. That's going to be my last thing. I just remembered. I messed up, y'all. I messed up. This may all be a lie, and I'm glad I thought of this last, because you probably would have judged me the rest of the video. But I had ice cream. I did, in Atlanta. And this is a 2-part segment of why this is good. Being vegan sucks when you're drunk. It sucks. And, you know, it's really bad, because, like, imagine, like, going home to Carrot Sticks and you have a belly full of tequila. This is the worst. And I got, like, I was pretty, I don't want to say drunk, because I'm never, like, too punished or, like, too far off. But I just really, you know, you just want the filthiest, like, sleaziest meal you could ever have when you're drunk. I don't know if it's just me, but just, like, lather it in grease, deep fry it, slap some bacon on it, some barbecue sauce and all the fixings, and hand it to me, like, when I'm drunk. So that's what I've struggled with the most with being vegan, and I really wanted to highlight that. It helps if you have a plan, or if you have something set up beforehand. I learned the hard way I did learn the hard way when I was in Atlanta. I'm just like, look, I'm trying to drink, so let me order a vegan pizza before I even, you know, because I need to be ready and I don't want any excuses. So luckily, I made it a while, but I want to say about like 20 days ago, it was March 15th. I know the exact date. March 15th. That's almost a month ago. March 15th, picture this, 1942, Sicily. So if you're going to Ghost fan, you'll get it. But anyway, I went to Insomnia Cookies, and if you know Insomnia Cookies, just imagine, if you don't know Insomnia Cookies, just imagine the warmest, fuzziest, like, amazing cookies you could ever want, and then just smack some ice cream in the middle, and then the ice cream, like, melts. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm reliving this horrible moment. And then, like, it's an ice cream sandwich, but, like, perfectly made, like, fresh. But yeah, I was in Atlanta and they had a vegan option of a cookie, and I'm just like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. I'm not, like, and I risked it all. I ate this ice cream cookie, and it was called a Cookie Witch, and I ate it, and it was so good, and I tasted no regret while I was eating it. It did not taste like regret. I'll have you know. But yeah, I messed up. So if, like, somebody was just like, you gotta start your vegan count over, you're not a vegan anymore, you gotta start over. Like, people mess up. Like, people mess up. How you know that people, and that's another thing, and I know I'm finna end this, but that's another thing. I go to a lot of vegan restaurants. I like trying vegan restaurants, and I'm gonna start incorporating them on my channel. But how do you know that what people are feeding you is really vegan or plant-based? And I don't. So it's just like, I could have been eating cat, dog, like chicken, bacon, and don't even know, because I'm just like, they did this really well. I don't know. So, I mean, that's a cop out for my mistake that I had made. I know, but I made a mistake. But right after that, I went right back to the vegan, and that was the one meal where I messed up. I did. And there's a lot of foods that you didn't think were vegan, and they are. So I want you to also look into that if you're thinking about going vegan. This kind of seemed like it was all over the place. I'm going to try to organize it. I'm sorry if it was. Just wanted to get through some questions, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys.